Chase success with global.media.com. Let's celebrate it with or without champagne.
Yay, Vern. We're on. We're live.
Yay!
Yes. Now, welcome. How are you doing, Vern?
I'm wonderful. I'm here with you, Annie. So this is a wonderful space. Any space with you is wonderful, Annie.
Oh, you're too kind. Well, you are the star. And I say you are the star today. You're the star most days.
Thank you.
Well, you've written a wonderful book, right? So that makes you a star, Vern. That makes you a star.
Yes.
Anyway, in my eyes, no. So, yay! No, Everett also deserves credit for being a star. Have you pressed stream to your audience yet? Top right of your screen. Yes.
Let me do that now.
No, some of us are streaming. I don't know who it is, but if I could see. So my Facebook is going, my LinkedIn is going.
I didn't know I had to put the title.
Who's the other one? Oh, Michelle's Facebook is going. So that's all good. That's all good. Okay. Now, so welcome everyone. And I say, Linda, I know you're here in the studio, but you're here. Thank you so much for joining us. Michelle B, glad you're here. And of course, superstar friend Lisa, glad you're here as well. Welcome all of you. If you haven't met Vern before, meet Vern. Vern is the star. And I say everyone who writes a book is a star in my eyes. Lisa is a 3-time international bestselling author for the writing she's done in anthologies. It was 3 times. Yeah, so for sure. Of course, she's also a menopause specialist, menopause dietitian, for wellness, everything. Menopause and midlife is what Lisa does. Glad you're here. My friends, if you're here, please put a comment in the comment box. Otherwise, we won't see you. We'd like to welcome you. We'd like to give you the nice welcome like I just did for Lisa, for all of you. But to do that, I must see who's here. It's not like our lives, our audios. Anyway, enough of me talking. I know the longer Vern doesn't talk a lot, the more nervous she stays. So I've got to get her talking more. Where she goes, where Vern goes.
What is the truth, Annie?
I'm all right now. You'll be fine. They love you already. You're here, right? And your message is powerful.
I am.
So let's share the message. Carla, I'm glad you're here more than you, Carla. Welcome, Carla.
Hi, Carla. Carla is a very important person in my life. She's been so inspirational since I've met her. Thank you for being here, Carla.
Superb. Glad you're here, Carla. If you want the link to join the studio and share, Carla, let me know. Just put it in the comments here that you want that to send you the link. I'll send you the link to your DM. So we'd love to have everyone in the studio, but we can have 10 at a time, I think. So please do come and share. Of course, if you can't come in the studio, then feel free to just put your comments. If you've got questions, if you've got insights, ideas, put them in the comments, and then we'll get to them in good time. We'll try and get to them as quick as we can, really. I've read Vern the Riot Act. If I have a comment on the screen, she's kind of stuck. She has to sort of engage with them. Michael, welcome. Welcome, Michael. No, Vern, you're the star. All right. Are you still breathing?
I'm breathing a little bit, Annie. I'm still here.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Look, normally we'll wait a few more minutes before we get started. On audio, it used to be 5 minutes. On these lives, it's a bit longer because it gives people time to join. I don't know why. I just feel, send me the link, please. I will happily send you the link, Carla. So I should find you on my DMs. Sarah, we'll see you too. Welcome, Sarah. Okay. So you can't easily go between our screen. So Carla, I'm sure that there's only one Carla in the world, right? Or only one Carla in my DM. Just so you know, I'm new to LinkedIn. Who's that? LinkedIn member. Oh, that's Carla. Okay, Carla, you're there. So why we're not connected, Carla? I just sent you the link. I don't know what happened. I don't know why. I seem to have you as LinkedIn member. Okay.
Yeah,
I can't
because
find the
Carla's
right
been on
with.
LinkedIn. So
I don't know why. So I'm new to LinkedIn. Just started my own business. Listening to how to find people. I don't know why. It seems like we're not connected, Carla. But I don't seem able to connect with you.
yeah, that doesn't
Maybe.
sound like Carla.
Maybe okay, doesn't sound like Carla. Okay, maybe that's a different Carla. Maybe it's the LinkedIn is doing this is the second time I've seen this. Selena is the other one that I can't seem to connect with. And maybe that Carla didn't really want to connect with me. I don't know. Okay, let me try and find Carla because she has letters after her name, right?
Yes, multiple letters after her name.
Yeah. No. Okay, right. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll find you on LinkedIn as a whole. And then what I'll do, I'll send you a connection request. Well, the message will be in there. So Carla, oh, I'm not that good. I'll find your surname. Carla Hill Mess. No, it might be the MSS. Okay, yeah, super. Right, Carla, you're there. Okay, I send you a connection request. Why not? Can I add a note here? So the link is in your notifications, Carla.
And I'm gonna try and send it to her in text just in case too.
Yeah. Why are we not connected, Carla? But we will be soon enough. So message Carla, right. Now it takes me to Sales Navigator. I don't want to use all my credits.
So I just sent it to you in your text, Carla.
Superb. Okay, so we're good to go. The other Carla I sent a link to, I don't know who that is, but they might come in the studio. You never know, Liver. You never know. Okay, let's now we're both here. Now our friends are joining. Let's do what we came to do, Liver. What we came to do was entertain our friends. Wow, it's not really entertain our friends. It's about making our friends know you, Liver. That get to know you as a star that you are, the star author and the superstar human.
So
and
I can't see who's in the audience, though, right? I can't see them.
You can't see them, no. I can't see them either. Apart from those in the comments. No, so have you enabled the comment? Are you looking at the comments feed?
I have it open.
Okay. So you should see
I just see the private chat that we have.
Okay. There's two tabs in the comments. There's a private chat and then there's the comments for the public, for the audience.
Right. Okay. I do see. Okay. I see that now.
Okay. So you want to look at the one for the audience, really. So I'm not going to chat with you in the comments. I never do. Some people do. Any, shut up. I'm like, oh, damn, thanks.
Sometimes they probably need to.
The reason why I ignored you and why I ignored that comment, I carry on ignoring it too. Yeah, so it's all right. It's just me being mean. You know, I'm still moving around. Yeah, I'm here to have fun, Laverne. I'm gonna have fun. I always have fun. You're the one with the brains. You're the one that brings the genius. So I'm just here to make myself laugh.
With your help, I can, Annie.
Yeah, my LinkedIn's going now. Brian Bing, I see you as well. Godwin, welcome. Funny how many things you can see when you actually attend LinkedIn Live. And Sarah, I do see you on my StreamYard. See, the people I don't see, Sarah, welcome. Sarah Shush no more. I like that. Who else do I see? Okay. Right. Laverne, let's tell them who we are, right? And then let's start the conversation I want to have today. So for those who don't know me, for those who do know me, I'm still Annie who does loads of events because I want to make everyone know who my friends are. When I find someone who does something interesting, something new, something different, I will invariably say to them, let's do an event. Let my friends know who you are and how you can help them. That's what I do. So of course, I have my book there, that one, Lessons Learned from COVID. If that's too far for you to look at, the book it does exist. It's here in my hand. So it's our anthology. We've got 10 authors in there talking about what we've learned from the pandemic and how we've found resilience, how we found happiness and joy. So please check out the book. Go and buy the book. If you want the link, I will share the link with you. Just ask. Otherwise, I'm sure you'll find a way to tell me you want the link. I seem to have 4 friends on YouTube, so please, my friends, if you're on YouTube, yay! No, I got two friends on my YouTube, and there's 2 of your friends on YouTube, Vern. If you're on our YouTube,
I'm not even sure I'm not sure if I even got it cast to YouTube. I don't know. I clicked some buttons. I don't know what happened to any.
No, you do. I'm looking at it because it says, LA Loving Life Laverne. That's you.
That's my Facebook.
Is that
That's
your
Facebook now.
Okay. Oh, you got Facebook friends, and I don't. Okay, so you got 3 Facebook friends.
But I wanted it to go to YouTube too. I don't know.
Right. So for those on YouTube, you know what to do, right? Like this video, and then comment, and then subscribe. I love people on YouTube because my watch hours go up. Linda, please stay on YouTube. I'm so glad you're on YouTube. I know you're in studio, Linda, but I love you. But I'm sure my good friend Michelle's on YouTube as well. I love YouTube, friends.
Mm-hmm.
I need more watch hours, more subscribers. I need more of you to go to YouTube. One day I'm just going to gang rail all of you and just say, right, no more LinkedIn events. We're going to YouTube, all of us. And then my numbers will go up drastically. I'll carry on doing these events as I do, right? So apart from, let's say, writing my book, publishing my book, my anthology, I help people to write the book, publish the book, and sell the book. That's how Vern comes into view, into my little sphere, my little world. So now I've shown you her book already. I'll come back to that in a second. So I'm working on a health anthology as we speak, Vern. So I'm working on a group book for people who survived life-threatening illnesses. Okay. I want to help them tell their story of how they survived, so we can all learn. But I also want to help them to achieve glory, achieve fame. Most people who suffer life-threatening illnesses tend to go quiet. They don't talk about their illness and how they survived, right? Their story, really. Right. So I want to tell you stories that we can all learn from it and make you immortal, because your story is going to live forever and helping people forever. That's what I want to do. So, if you suffer life-threatening illness, or if you cared for someone who has suffered life-threatening illness, and if you want to share how they survived, how you survived, was it health? No, was it medication? Was it exercise? Was it lifestyle change? Was it spirituality? Was it mindset? What was it? What now? Was it healthy eating? Was it something else? I'm saying, come and share with us. Let's tell your story. Let's learn. So I know if I get diagnosed, I can just do the right thing to save myself. So that's what I'm trying to get at, really. That's me, my friends. I'm not the star ever. Vern's the star today. Yay, Vern. It's your time, Vern. Tell us all about you.
Hello, everyone. First of all, I want to say thanks to everyone for being here tonight. Thank you for taking the time out of your ever so busy schedule to come and join this conversation with us. I truly appreciate it. Now, to be very transparent, being on this live stage tonight is all new for me. This is new, it's different, but I am embracing it, and I'm glad that I can be on such a stage as this. So anyway, again, my name is Vern Oliver. I am the first of 6 children born to my mom in the small but very beautiful island of St. Kitts in the Caribbean. I am a wife of almost 16 years. I am a mother to a son, a 19-year-old son, and I am a new author. One of the main reason why we're here tonight on this live is to provide you with information on my book. It's actually a memoir. So I am an author. I am an HR professional, and I am a faith-based empowerment coach. So all those things for me go together. I have always had a desire to, and the ability to help people get to their next, whatever that next is, whether it be mentoring fellow students when I was in college, or listening to and advising family members, coworkers, or friends, or even the big part that I play in my HR world daily, helping applicants get to the other side or get on that path to their careers. So it's something that I recognize in me, but it's the Spirit of God in me that allows me to be in places where I can not only help, but encourage, uplift, and just have someone be on that journey that they want for their life. So that's a little bit about me.
Yay, yay. I like that.
Annie,
I'm here. Calm down. No, don't panic. Never panic. I might press buttons very slowly, but that's me, right? I try. My computer says, nah.
I'm not
No,
panicking. I'm just making sure you're there. I can't see you.
I'm
I
always
want to
here.
see you.
Trust me, I'm always here. I'm always here. I'm always even when I'm not here, I'm still here, right? Right. Now that was beautifully done, Levert. There's a thing. Why would I say that? Because Levert had so
Thank you,
planned
Annie.
to read her
I
notes.
practice. I practice, Annie.
I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. Okay. Should I play my post video first, or should we talk? Do you want to introduce your book? Let
You
me
could
play
go
the
ahead and
video
play that
first.
video first because this is my first time seeing it.
Okay. Excellent. Here goes. Then I'll bring up Linda and Michelle, and then you can have the conversation. Here goes. Great day, my friends. I get to open another book that's right from Amazon. And there's a story behind this one. So let me open the book. This is Lavern's book, Late to the Game but Winning. I'll never know why the book is ever back to front on screen. It's very weird. But it is the right way, Late to the Game but Winning by Laverne P. Oliver. This is a great book because it's Laverne's life story, but it's more than a life story. It's more about the key lessons that she's learned in different parts of life. Like if you're thinking, what can I learn from Laverne? Who's Laverne? Look, what you're going to learn is the important things, like I said, so parenthood, career, development, home ownership, college degree, and many lessons learned. There's even affirmations and scriptural reminders. If you're thinking, who's Laverne? I don't know Laverne. Why do I care? Well, my friends, you get to meet her today. We're going to start her pre-launch events for her book. I'm going to launch the book in early March. We're going to do 4 events, 4 all live events to build a community and for you to get to know her and discuss some of the topics in the book. And then early March, we're going to have a book launch day where you get to buy the book at launch price, which is normally 99 cents, at most 1.99. And the UK was at 77 pence or £1.49. Now our pre-launch event starts today, Thursday the 6th, at 11 p.m. GMT or 6 p.m. EST. So do join us. Come and meet Laverne. Come and chat with Laverne. Come to the studio. Come and share your thoughts on the topic. And we're talking about parenthood today. So do join us and come add to the conversation. That's what makes a great day for any in the life of publishing and also events. Laverne, well done. You're a superstar. The world will get to know you superstar as well, Laverne.
Thank you, Annie.
Yay.
That was so wonderfully done. Thank you.
Look, I
You're
love
doing
all
what you do
I
best.
love all my author friends. I really, really do. I really do. I said my author friends, you're the stars of the world. I think, those who tell the story to help others. There's definitely, well done to all of them. And no one sees the work you're doing, Vern. No one knows you've been on this book mission for a long time. But you've done it. So here you are, and so I laid the red carpet for you. I give you all the credit in the world, and shine the spotlight on you. Of course, I will.
Thank you,
And it is
Annie.
all
Yes, it's been a
collaboration.
journey.
Now, well, now, talk about the journey. Talk about tell us about the book as lightly as you can. Talk about whatever you want to talk, and then take us into our topic for today. Joni, I'm going to send you the StreamYard link to your DM. I'm just going to do it now while everyone's talking.
So, as Annie mentioned, my book is called Late to the Game but Winning. And in the book, I highlight 5 challenges or 5 things that I had to push through to get to the other side. Like I mentioned before, to get to my next. There were challenges, and there were definitely times when I wanted to give up. A few of the challenges that I mentioned in the book are like today, we're going to be talking about parenthood. And then another challenge was marriage. Another challenge was home ownership. Another challenge was career development, and then obtaining a college degree. So in all those challenges, I wanted to highlight the importance of never giving up despite the challenges. And for me, my reasons for obtaining these goals, because they are goals, they are things that I wanted, and for the most part, a lot of those goals started from my childhood, and so I pushed through to the end where I was able to see the light. It says see the light at the end of the tunnel. There were many people who were instrumental on me getting past those challenges. And so I wanted to write this book just as a reminder or to shed light on the fact that you are not alone when you're going through your challenges. Now, your challenges may be different to mine. They may be even similar. They may even be the same challenge, but I just wanted to write this book to let everyone know or remind us all that the challenges are there to develop us and to take us over onto the other side. With me, when it comes to parenthood, of course, regardless of our backgrounds, um, so many of us desire to be parents, but unfortunately, not everyone is able to for different reasons. And I highlighted some reasons why the gift of being a parent or parenthood in itself does not become available to everyone. There are issues such as finances, there are fertility issues, there are health issues, there are concerns about changes in your lifestyle, the impact it's going to have on your career, the timing. Is it the right time? Am I too old? Like for me, especially this challenge right here, the timing was a big part of it. I was faced with anxiety and the pressures. I'm getting to a certain age and I still had not had a child. And so I was challenged. My mind mentally, I was thinking maybe my time had already passed me. And so the theme of the book is, even though I felt that way, I'm still a winner because at the end of it all, I was still able to have my son. And so, if you are in a position such as this, whatever the challenges around parenthood, any of those challenges that I listed, there is hope for you yet. And we're going to dive into the different avenues that you could go to alleviate that pain and to remind you that you are still a winner, regardless of your challenges. For me, as I said, the biggest concern and the challenge was I thought I had missed my opportunity. There was the age factor, there was some self-doubt, and there were feelings of looking at other people, like say my peers, people that I went to school with. They already had children. I was already at age 30 and still didn't have a child. And so all those, for me, that was a big concern. And so it made me look into myself and rely on the higher power to give me the strength to push through so I can win. So that's a challenge that we're going to discuss today. Annie, are
Okay.
you there?
I love how you asked that. I love how everyone asks that question. Any, are you there? Any have disappeared. I'm always here. I'm always here. I'm always here. You know, that is an interesting one. So no,
Yeah.
no, Carla, what's wrong with the StreamYard link? You know, it should normally you just click on it and then it should work. So the other way is to copy and paste the link into this. So I'm going to post a link here in the comments. So copy and
Oh, she
paste the
wasn't using
StreamYard link
it.
into your browser. That should work. Joni, I've sent you the link already, so hopefully you can join us. So thank you so much. No, Linda, you're here. Linda's here. Yay.
Hey, Linda.
I can talk less. No, see, Vern, it's easier than you think, right? It's easier than you thought. Yes, Vern?
No comment.
Hi. Finally, I am alive.
Awesome,
Yes.
awesome. Give me one second. Leah said, Leah, our finance genius, a woman who helps you make money, spend money, and save the money.
Yes.
She's a finance genius. It helps you build a wall of wealth. And you
Always
must
good
get,
to see you, Leah.
so you must get Leah's free ebook on how to build that wall of wealth. So let me stop talking now. I'll let you two talk, and I'm going to bring Michelle up as well. So that way, and take me off stage and then come back when I'm needed, like never. Laverne, it's all yours. Talk to our friends.
Okay, so going back to a little bit more on my childhood. So when I was growing up in the islands, I was raised in a very, very strict household. So we were a God-fearing family, but there were a lot of things that say classmates or people my age were able to take part in or be able to do, but I wasn't, and my siblings and we weren't. So from the outside looking in, it may have appeared that we were like sheltered or protected from the issues of the world. But for me in particular, I felt differently. I felt that I had already done my job. Like the expectation was you go to school, you get a good education, you get a good job, you get married, and then have kids, and in that particular order. So, but I felt like I had already done the first three. I went to school, I got a good education, and I got a good job. But then because of the household, because the way how my household went was when I was growing up, I didn't have that ability to connect with individuals in a way that would allow me to even build a relationship. And so when I got to a certain age, I felt like I wanted a child. I wanted to be a parent. I wanted to be able to be a part of somebody's growing up and guiding them into life and explaining what certain things mean and just being an example and helping them be the best that they can. But at a certain age, when you pass 30, for me, I felt like it was too late. I really did. And I felt like there was nothing else I could do about it. Of course, I didn't have the finances. I couldn't afford to say, go the adoption route or any other route that entailed finances. And so for me, that was a battle. That was a big challenge. And so I had to find a way around it. I had to. I know sometimes when we face challenges, like we give up. If it's something that we initially wanted and then it seems like, oh, I'm not getting anywhere, we just give up and we stop trying. But I didn't. I pushed and I prayed and I asked God to make it happen because it was a goal of mine. And so now that I am a parent, this is one of the biggest blessings in my life. So I consider this, and behind me is the logo, She Wins. I pushed through it. So my book, again, as I said, we're talking about my book tonight. It's a reminder that if this is one of your goals, if this is something that you are currently challenged with, everybody's story is different. So just like I found a way, and I found me finding a way is not me going out and spending a whole lot of money or doing some other alternatives. For you, it may be different. For you, you may have to resort to different avenues and seek out resources if this is your goal. But the reminder here and the lesson in this is that it's possible. It's possible. As long as you're taking steps towards achieving that goal, you are already a winner. The steps may be small, but as long as you continue to make those steps, you will always win. Linda?
That was beautiful. Yes, that's true. Um, my story about parenting, it's not easy. There's no manual. Um, you learn as you go. There's sometimes no time to think. You have a baby in your arms, and we know the basics, but until you're in the moment, your child is crying, and initially, you have to guess what the problem is. Are they hungry? Do we need to change the diaper? Is it too loud? Are they cold? Are they just feeling uncomfortable, etc.? And then as they age, there's other issues. There's a saying, I forget who it is that said it. I just wrote down some notes just to help me out here today. It takes a village to raise a child, and I do believe that. We can't do it by ourselves. We don't have all the answers, and we don't have the time. One of the things that I used to connect with my children was giving them chores when they were old enough to walk and understand basic commands, basic instructions. By that, I mean a 3-sentence instruction. Come here, sit down, give me your hand. So they understand that. And then we learned to fold laundry together. I did their laundry with them. And what I did was put music on to make it more fun. I wanted them to learn that doing chores was not yucky. It was fun. I didn't care if the socks were not folded right. I didn't care if their little, toddler-sized pants were not folded right because they just kind of just roll it. It was fun. And I have 3 kids, close in age. They're 2 years apart. So I needed their help to help me raise them. My father, sorry, not my father, my husband works full time, and I decided to stay home and raise my children. And that was the best decision that I made. It hurt us financially, but I wouldn't have been able to put them in daycare and continue working. Financially, that was not feasible. Other ways that I learned to interact with my kids to make it more fun for everyone, because the stress level at home, for me, for my story, I can't explain what someone else has experienced, being as a single mom or having family nearby to help them raise children, an aunt, a sister, or a grandmother. I didn't have any of that. It was really up to me. And so I used chores to connect with them, to teach them about accountability, responsibility, put music on, make it fun, turn it into a game. I used shopping to connect with them as well and to teach them. And they knew the basic rules. Shopping cart, I put one, the youngest was in the shopping cart in front of me, and one more on either side of me with one hand on the bar, and we're going this way. There's no screaming, no yelling, no reaching. Inside boys, it's not a park, no running around. And they were really, really good. Food was another thing that I used to connect with my children. I'm busy cooking. Okay, come on over. Pull up a chair and a stool. Let's talk about what I'm doing. So these are all things that I did to help parenting. And now my kids are young adults. They are 19, 21, and 22. And they They know how to get things done. They're independent. They can stand on their own feet, make decisions. They know how to cook. They know how to do this and do that. And I used another thing that I did was really fun. It just came to me one day when my kids were still quite young. I had weekly meetings with them. I would sit them out on the couch and I would review the week. So these meetings, I did them on a Friday or on a Saturday. And I would say, okay, is there any, I would ask them, is there anything that came up this week that you would like to discuss? Was there something where mommy wasn't fair in? Was there something that mommy could have done better? So I was open to their input because I wanted to change. I wanted to offer the best of me in the moment. Sometimes we get stressed. I may have raised my voice a few times. I apologized afterwards. And they would say, wasn't fair when you made Josh do this and you said no to me. And okay, let's revisit that. I had my reasons for allowing that, but you're right. I'll be more conscious of that next time. Thanks for letting me know. So I would acknowledge their issues, their concerns. And I'd walk away thinking, my gosh, they're too smart for me. I can't keep up. So it takes a village. I took my kids to the library where I could have a bit of a break. I let them play with the toys that were there. I let them pick out books that they wanted to bring home. I needed a breather. The medical team is also very important. Doctors and nurses, they're there to offer the best help that they can in the moment. Grandparents, I did not have that. Volunteering and the farmers markets. If you're lucky to live in an area where there is some activity or event that takes place outdoors or somewhere, volunteering, bring the kids out there. Let them know that there's a world outside of their small bubble. Teach them, turn it into a fun event. They can talk about it at the dinner time. They say, hey, Dad, guess what we did today? And I got to pick this and I got to see my friend. I was surprised to see her there. Just turn it into a fun event. So it's not easy. It's a lot of work. You do the best that you can. I read books. I wanted to learn as much as I could on my own. I didn't have any help. And you can't quit because tomorrow always comes. The sun rises every morning. You have the same job to do. You wake up tired. You go to bed tired. But eventually it does get better. And it's rewarding. I think it's the best job ever. So
Absolutely.
that's my piece for today.
I totally agree. I totally agree, Linda. That is the best job ever. It's the best job. There's no pay, there's no monetary reward for it, but it's the best job ever. And Leah, I love your comment too. You get them involved, what it takes to run the household. You teach them responsibility, accountability, because one day they'll be able to do the same for their families. So for me, that's the training ground. We start from when they're little. Thank you. Hello, Leslie. Thank you for joining us this evening. It's so good to have you in the audience. And Victoria, thank you for being here, one of my co-workers. Thank you for being here, Victoria. Thank you for your support. It means a lot. It means a lot. Now, Michelle, did you want to share something with us today?
You got this answer now. Yeah, and he's always here. I just hide away quietly.
Hi.
One sec. Carla, something's gone wrong. You haven't connected your camera or your microphone. No, she's back in the studio, but she hasn't connected her camera or her. Yeah, you have now, Carla. Excellent. So I say no. Michelle Ramos, are you there? You're not there yet, no. So
I'm here, but I'm listening. So if anybody go before me, I'm good. I'm here. I'll partake though. Don't worry.
Okay, all right. So let's go to Carla, because now Carla is naturally next, and then we'll come to you, Michelle B, and then we'll come to you, Jody, and
So let
Tori.
me
Tori.
introduce. Let me Let me introduce Carla before she come on stage, Annie, because Carla has been, my role in HR has been a whole lot because of Carla, just to say the least. I initially had interest in HR before I started working for the city that I'm working at now. But it was more so confirmed when I met Carla. She's always somebody so helpful, inspiring. She always has a good word. When you're not sure about what to do or you're questioning something, she sort of guides you back and helps you to get realigned. So I am grateful that she's here in the audience today, Carla. I have a lot of thanks for you. And I'm not going to give you the mic. Go right ahead.
I would let Carla speak, but she's turned off her mic again. Carla, you need to turn your mic on and keep your camera off if you don't want us to see you in the studio. Again, you're not connected, so that's why I picked you off stage. Do you know
She's in
Tori?
the green room, Annie. Just so you know, she's in the green room. And
Yeah,
said that
she's
she
here,
has
but it says
problems.
device not connected, so I can't bring you up unless you connect your mic at least. I can't do anything. So yeah, you need to connect.
For us Americans, it's you have to connect through Chrome. You have to turn LinkedIn
Yeah,
off.
or do a hard reset.
Yeah, turn LinkedIn off and connect through Chrome and not Safari or the other.
Yes, I agree. There's a thing that on your address bar that where next to the StreamYard address at the top of your browser. If you click on that, then you can see what you enabled your microphone and your camera. So enable those, refresh your device, and then come back. And then when you, Carla, you've done it. You've done it again. Excellent. So Carla, you're on stage. Talk to us, Carla.
Okay, I'm not sure. I was willing to have my camera on as well. So
it's fine. It's fine. We can hear you, so that's fine.
All right. So congratulations, Laverne. I love when people complete tasks. I'm proud of you. And just, you don't know who you're going to inspire by sharing your story. And just congratulations to you for being authentic, and best of luck to you.
Where's Laverne? She's down there.
Okay. Thank you so much, Carla. Truly appreciate your presence here.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure.
Yeah, I hope you will come back and buy the book on book launch day, Carla.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you. Don't buy it before. Laverne will try to sell it to you beforehand. Don't do it. The ebook you must buy.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait, Annie.
Thank you. That's all I can ask of you. Thanks so much, Carla. Look, I'll move you down. If you want to come back up, then I'll happily bring you back up again. So Laverne can. Right? Do you know Tori? Laverne, is Tori one of your friends?
I don't think we've met Tori. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Tori, we linked?
You have to unmute, Tori. We can't hear you. I mean, okay, you're fine now. Please, do you know Laverne well?
Yes, I do. I work with her. I go by Victoria.
Oh,
but
Tori! Tori! See, I didn't know that was you, Victoria. Okay. Hello, Victoria.
Excellent.
Hello, everybody. Hey, Miss Laverne.
Hello. Did you want to share anything with us today on the topic of parenthood? Because full disclosure, Victoria has 2 children. She's actually a recent mom. Her second baby was born 2 weeks ago, maybe.
Yes, on the 23rd.
So
yes,
if you had to share anything with us on your journey to parenthood, 1 or 2 things or tidbits, like for anyone who's either struggling, who wants to be a parent and cannot for some reasons, or just need to be encouraged, what would you say to someone who hasn't gone down that road before? The good things about being a parent, like maybe you focus on the benefits of being a parent. What's good for being a parent when it comes to you?
Well, you stay busy. If you don't have nothing to do, you would definitely be busy for 24/7, especially with 2. I do have I have two under 2, which meaning like I have a 2-year-old and obviously a 2 weeks old. They both keep me on my my tippy toes.
Absolutely.
Everything else, it's wonderful. It is wonderful. I love being a mom. It's everything I ever dream of, to be honest. I try my best to give everything they want or need. So, and then I just said too, with a mentor like you keep me on my tippy toe as well too. So it's like a constant reminder to stay positive. And
Yes,
then I have to stay healthy as well too, because they need me. Every little moment
absolutely.
counts. Every little moment counts. And for the ones that cannot have their own kids naturally, they're always adoption, because I was adopted myself. And it was a wonderful experience too, because just by being in other family and the doors being open to me, that motivate me to be a mother as well. So if you can't, please try to adopt. Open your home to other kids, because they need homes. I don't know much to say because I
Beautiful.
didn't know I was gonna be put on the spot, but yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing. We appreciate it. Thank you,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Yes, and that is a good reminder to anyone who's listening that being a parent is not something that if it's something that you desire, we don't want you to think that it's something that you can never attain. There are many options in the world of today, from fostering to adoptions to um, whatever the other options are, which I'm not that familiar with. But there are options. So don't give up on your dream. If that is a goal, if that's something that you have longed for, like I did long for that. And when I know when my son was born, I felt like I had gone to heaven. And that song that Stevie Wonder sung, that has been my theme song for once in my life. I have someone who needs me. Like you can't take it away from me. And so I'm grateful to be a parent. Now, Michelle, are you ready to share with us today? I know we have two Michelles. Michelle Ramos.
If Michelle B is gonna go, I'm gonna go here in a little bit.
That's
Okay,
Michelle
whichever Michelle is
1.
available, you can go ahead.
I'm Michelle 2. No, she's Michelle 1. Hi, my name's Michelle. I'm going through a lot of rehabilitation right now, and I'm talking at least this time. I couldn't talk a couple weeks ago. Um, I, I am legally blind and deaf, so just bear with me. I can relate to all your stories. I really wish my kids would have been nicer in the store, I think, because like I don't know, it was like Space Odyssey or something every time we ran in there. It's like, it was more like PE for me, and then they would go home and go to sleep. Um, I worked split shifts, so eh, with that comes as challenges, and especially training.
Carry on.
So I would say everybody is different, and don't forget to adopt, man. I was a foster youth, and just show your kids love, and it's an adventure. Make it an adventure, make it a journey. Go out there with your kids and do what they do, and you will never grow old, but you will always keep evolving because your kids will too. So that's, I don't know. Oh, and I have ticks, so yes, I'm gonna do that real quick for you. I don't know. Um, they've gotten, they're getting better though lately. But yeah, all I can say is just don't beat yourself up, you guys. It's not, there's no exact book on how to be a parent. And when I first got pregnant, I spent hundreds of dollars on this one author that was supposed to be like the baby whisperer. Come to find out, never even had a child. I was so pissed off. I went out and burnt every single one of them like they were a bra in the burn barrel at my grandmother's house.
I do love Michelle. That is funny, right? That is funny. Again, I don't know when your screen
No.
frozen, Michelle. You're back.
Oh, I guess I was gone for a little bit, but I had a hell of a conversation with myself, and y'all missed it. Yes.
No. We heard it
Just
all. We heard it all unto the point where you said, you know, don't beat
just
yourself
be
up.
a parent. That's all you got to do is just be in the moment. And if you're not in the moment, your kids are going to smack you in the moment, maybe by smacking the bike into you, but you're going to be in that moment. So just be in the moment with them now and enjoy it. Put down the phone, get a real camera. That's what I found out. Put down your phone. When your kids see that your phone's out of your hands, I have noticed so many youth going, oh, wow, they're really listening. Mom and dad are really listening to me too, because I watch a lot of YouTube channels. I have noticed with youth, since we are really in this electronical age, if you honestly put your phone down and turn and look at your youth, it shows over 75% your youth's going to pay attention and listen to you compared to if you had your phone in your hand and talking to your youth. So there you go. There's one for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you so much for sharing.
I'm nervous,
And like Michelle said,
guys. It was my first.
and like Michelle said, everybody's story is different. Like becoming a parent is unique, and it's something that's unique just to you. Like your journey to become a parent doesn't have to be somebody else's journey. We are unique in that way. But there are resources, like we mentioned, there are resources and there are ways, strategies for you to be able to achieve that goal if that is something that you desire. Who else do we have on stage?
I try and stay off stage. Joni, I think you're next. Michelle said
I
many
can't see who
many
that
things.
is. And
So I like Michelle burning the books because they were disingenuous. I like that. That makes me laugh. Joni, you're next, my friend. Are you there?
Hi. Yep, I'm here. How are you guys?
Okay, no,
thanks
no,
for joining us,
Joe. Okay,
Joni.
straight up. I'm up here with you, and you've got this beautiful fireplace because I can see it sparkling back there. Your hair's all done. I just came in from out there in the vegetable garden. This isn't fair. All right, no, you dressed up
I
for
know.
today.
I
No.
did actually 5 hours at the homeless intake center today. So it was not a glamorous day for moi. But yes, I do have a little fireplace in my office, which I absolutely love. And it was very on sale. So we're gonna go with it. Anyways, so I do have a few questions for Laverne and Shirley, which I'm sure you've gotten that before because I'm Joni and Joni loves Chachi. I feel like we're in the same TV age group that gets those things. Anyways, so just easy questions. One, you are from St. Kitts, which is so beautiful. I want to know your favorite spot on the island that is special to you. Two, what's your favorite food that you can find there? Maybe home cooked food, maybe something from a restaurant. Three, as fellow author, I am curious as to why you wanted to write this memoir. Was it just for legacy? Was it for kind of a therapeutic reason? I mean, I'm doing the same thing, so I'm just curious as to your motivation. And also, I guess my fourth question is why did you become a coach? And did you become a coach through the education process of becoming a coach? Or do you just kind of do coaching. I don't know how else to phrase that. So anyways, those are my questions, and
Gotcha.
I want to say congratulations.
Thank you for the congratulations. I appreciate it. So your first question was about St. Kitts. My favorite part of being in St. Kitts whenever I go home is the beach, any beach. But my favorite is Frigate Bay Beach. But any beach when I go home is my favorite spot. One of my favorite meals, which I actually don't get to eat enough of, but I order from a Caribbean restaurant at least twice a month. It's dumpling and mackerel. That's a delicacy back home. Mackerel and dumpling. If you ever hear about mackerel and dumpling, make sure you get some of that.
Okay, wait,
And
explain
I'm
that
trying to think, what
dish.
was your third
What
question?
what what's in that dish? Tell me what's in that dish.
So the dumplings are made from it's made from flour. The dumplings.
Hmm.
It's you knead the dough and then you boil it. You cook it.
Got it.
We
Okay.
usually make it like a round shape. And then the mackerel, that's the fish. It's the mackerel or
The
saltfish. It's
mackerel,
the fish that you yeah, you stir
kind
it
of
down with
like
some tomatoes and
sardines.
onions and right,
Ooh,
similar.
yeah.
But
Mm,
the sardine has no bones, but the mackerel has a whole lot of bones. So you got to
has
be
a
careful
lot
when
of
you eat
fun.
it too. And
Okay, so you get them stuck in your
yeah.
teeth or what? Is it
Huh?
like
What you said?
you get them stuck in your teeth or like?
Yes, absolutely.
I love
Yes.
fish more than anything, and I feel like some capers could go well in that dish. Just saying. All right, continue on. I want to hear about your book. I just want to
Okay.
ask two interesting
What
questions.
was your next question?
Was that?
What was your third question?
Oh, so third question was really why did you decide to write a memoir? Like, was it for more
Okay.
of your legacy, to do self-healing because of some sort of trauma? Was it for other people to relate to you, or sure, all of the above?
It is. It is a little bit of all of the above. I have had trauma in my childhood, and I have gone through these challenges, and I felt like it's something that needed to be shared because I've come across individuals, and specifically, I focus on women. We share so much. We have a bond where we struggle with issues so many times, and we don't verbalize it. Sometimes we keep it to ourselves, and we just try to make it on our own. And so I wanted to put out something that would encourage, that would uplift women in particular. I also have a YouTube channel that does pretty much just that. It uplifts people, and it reminds you that you might be in a space where you feel like you're going through this challenge alone, but you're really not. And so when you come out on the other side, I always believe when you come out on the other side of a challenge, that it was meant as a learning lesson. It was meant for you to share it with somebody. It wasn't meant for you to keep it to yourself. Because when you do share that, it helps somebody else get over to their next, which is what I believe in, helping people get to their next. Um, and
Did
I
you
know you
have
had one more
someone who did
question.
that for you? Did you have someone who did
Um,
that for
not
you?
not not one particular person, but I have had individuals that I've looked up to and that has encouraged me, and I've seen that they have been able to get over to the other side, especially my spiritual community. I do have spiritual moms, and so they have been that light for me and that encouragement that I can, if I just be persistent, and resilience really comes into play because so many times we get down, we fall down, but as long as we don't stay down, don't stay in that feeling of defeat, just a reminder that we can all win. And then I think your last question was about my coaching. So I actually did a training course. I was certified for coaching, and my coaching goes together with my book and my YouTube channel, which is all about empowerment. Um, in any way that I could help somebody again get to their next, whatever I could do. If it's just talking to somebody, if it's just mentoring them, if it's, and on my YouTube channel, I sing a lot too. So if it's singing a song that brings upliftment and encouragement, it's reading a scripture, sharing the word. I go to church and come back and share the message from the lesson. So it's about the empowerment. It's helping people get through whatever that challenge is to the other side. And I do it in different ways. So hopefully that answered your question. And congratulations to you too, because I think you said that you're also an author or you're working on your book. We can't hear you. Maybe you're muted.
Joe.
I am muted. Yo, okay.
So congrats
Have
on
you
your
muted
book.
me?
Blame me from muting you. I mute you without you knowing.
Thanks, Jen. Thanks.
I mute everyone without them
So
knowing.
that's okay. That's okay. She had really great things to answer my questions, so that's a really good thing. And thank you for the praise on my books, which are not published yet. So, well, we're gonna just. I'm like not quite there yet, but I was curious just because a lot of people that I run into who are writing books are coaches as well. And so, and I feel like there's so many different varietals. And if it does seem like yours may be faith-based, and that's totally cool. And maybe partially parental, like a knowledge and kind of how to raise kids. And so that's really where I was directing my question. I am not a coach. I am, run a small business, but I find such joy in talking to my friends through this podcasting format. And so that's all. I wanted to ask some questions, and my favorite answer was the food.
Awesome. I'm glad I could share. Maybe one day you'll get to St. Kitts if you haven't yet.
I've been there. It's beautiful.
Oh,
It's
awesome.
legit
Awesome.
beautiful, but the hills scare me.
Awesome.
It's a little hilly. There's a lot of cars that don't run that well.
So we have to connect, Joe. We have to keep up this conversation.
Let's do that. I'll mute myself and you
No,
can continue.
don't mute yourself. I'm going to come back to you in a second, Joe.
Oh, but you're going to mute me, Annie.
No, I'm not going to mute you. No, not while I'm talking to you, am I? I'm not going to mute you.
Oh, okay. All right. All right,
mute
bro.
you when someone else is talking. That way we don't have background noise. So, forgive me, people. Let's deal with Leah's points. I think it was Linda that said we have to maintain our good health. I think that's an important one, Vern, right? Without health, parenting is hard. Yeah, so
that is because if you're not maintaining, if you're not taking care of yourself, how are you able to take care of your kids? How are you able to be the best parent that you can? And it says maintain your good health, mind, body, and spirit. So it's not even just physical. It's your whole being, from your mind, the way you think, because your children see that. They see that and they relate to you, and you're supposed to be the example for them. So taking care of yourself is the best gift you can give to your children. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for that great question, Leah.
No, Linda, you're on stage.
Linda, another good one. Don't strive for perfection. Yes.
You must well say out loud, Linda. Otherwise, anything. Why are you making comments when you're on stage? You can talk. Anyway, but of course we agree with you. I think going for perfection and never help. The perfection in anything never helps anyone. It makes us paralyzed and unable to do anything. And look, kids have different parents. I think I'm sure you agree, Laverne. We're all different parents. I'm going to come to you and ask you about your parenting style journey. I think another point that someone made earlier is that we tend to beat ourselves up.
Yeah.
Let's stop doing that. We do our best based on what we know. That's no.
Yeah.
So I've got 3 kids, Laverne. I've got 3 kids. Now 2 in the 30s and 15-year-old. Those in the 30s, they might say we got it wrong because we were young. We were still like early 20s, just about early 20s. So literally they had the worst of us as parents, I might say. My wife's better than me. As a young man, we know nothing at all. But this my youngest now. He's got the best of everything. He's got the best of all my knowledge, all my learning, all my the fact I've grown up. I think as parents, you just got to just do our best, and that's all we can do. If like Linda, as Linda said earlier, you want to have a meeting with the kids and say, right, where did I go wrong? They might have many things to say, but you survived, kids. I appreciate that bit. Survived, you were fed, and it's your chance to go and do your thing. If I screw it up, so what? Get over it. If you need therapy, get therapy. I can't help you now. I can't go backwards, can I? So, Joni, the question for you was, what is your parenting style? How do you do parenting?
So
That's from Michelle, by the way.
I have 3 kids. I like Linda. I am a single mother. So I have a 15-year-old, 13-year-old, and 9-year-old that I split 50-50. And honestly, I give them a lot of freedom to be themselves, but I also really encourage them to try like not new things, but don't be relying on one thing that you really feel like you're good at. So if you're really good at sports or art or music or whatever it may be, sorry, like add in some other things. So all my kids, to the extent of a budget I have, they have to take responsibility on doing a language and doing something artistic and doing something athletic, because I don't think school necessarily encourages all those things at this point in time. And as young as 12, I would wait in the car for my daughter to go in and get over her fear of paying for groceries. So I would give her 3 items and she'd have to go into the grocery store and get them. And I give her my credit card, and then she did it. And she is incredibly responsible now. And we talk a lot about finances because my financial situation is quite different than their father's, meaning I have less money. I don't have a husband, so but I want to model like to be a good person, and everyone messes up sometimes. Like it's inevitable. People mess up, but I do think kids that come from a divorced household also need to see like a healthy relationship so that they can kind of figure that out when they get old enough. So yeah, it's challenging. I'm only human, but so there's my 2 cents about parenting.
I know we all know you're doing great, Joni. So it's a question. Maybe it's a question.
I'm doing my best.
Maybe it's a question for
I don't
everyone.
know about great. I mean, the fact that there's a couple embarrassing things that my kids want to actually kill me on. So
it's all right.
My daughter's like, why do you say yo so much? And I'm like, why don't you say yo so much? She's like, so embarrassing.
I think everyone's got stories like that, right? Laverne,
and I'm like, love you. Love you so much. I love this girl.
You're an awesome mom.
Yes, Annie.
Especially for being that.
Thank you. Thanks.
Go on, Vern. What's your style? You know, how would you describe your style of parenting?
Well, I have one child really. I have my son, and he's 19 right now. So, but when he was younger, I tried to be the best example I have for him. I try to teach him the values of education. Like there were times when even going to school was a struggle for him, especially during COVID too. And I had to like instill in him the importance of an education. You can't just be on the fly and I'm going to try and make it. No, you have to get that education. And I was an example for him. I went back to school after I got one degree. I went back for another one, and he didn't go as far as I went to, but I made sure that he got the basics. He got the education that's going to allow him to achieve the dreams that he desire. I've tried to teach him responsibilities in the home. I'm still trying at that. You know, boys, they're not they're not really receptive to learning certain chores, and it's the cooking that's still a struggle. He's still learning on that. He's now doing his own shopping. He was taught. I used to take him to the store and then wait in the car as he go in with the card, and he might call on the phone and say, "Oh, how do I do this?" But now he's sort of got it. He got it down packed, so he does his own shopping on his own. I'm trying to teach him because eventually he wants to move on and get married. So, and I always say, I wouldn't want I wouldn't
I
want
mean,
to
my
have
9-year-old
you
knows how to make
get involved with a lady, and you can't do. Yeah, you can't do these basic things for yourself. Even doing your own laundry, he does that too. Even though I have to probably remind him
They
when it's
know
time to do the
they
laundry,
need to
but
know how to pump gas at 14 years old. You need to know how to pump the gas. Get out of the car. Mom is cold. You pump the gas.
right,
They're like, we don't know what to do.
right.
I don't know the credit card and zip code. But yeah, you give them those ways to, learn how to fish, and they do it. I mean, my son definitely he makes pancakes for us on
Yeah,
Saturday mornings, and he is 9. He uses the stove. He's
nice,
cleaner than my
nice.
13-year-old.
Yeah,
There's a wow there, Joni. That's a big wow. You know, seriously. You know, breakfast in bed. Yeah, and I think maybe that's another issue. The chores bit. You know, we might come to that. Linda, I saw you on mute, so you must want to say something. I think. Yes,
No,
no.
I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, okay. You know, I suppose now, who wants to describe the parenting style? Anyone else? Tori, Carla, Linda, Michelle B, Michelle Raymond. You can't sit there quietly, but I'm sure you won't. You know, we'll get to you in good time, right? Got another 20 minutes left, so I have to speak sometime, Michelle. Right, Michelle, do you want to talk about your parenting style?
Well, yeah, of course. That's why we are here. 'Cause,
Your poster is back. Your poster is back. Your poster is back. That poster is back. That poster, yeah, that one. You took it off yesterday. No, the one that one. Yeah,
And
the one that
I wanted to tell Michelle what a wonderful spotlight it was on her yesterday. I watched it. I was working. I have a job, which is crazy. So yeah, but I really thought it was fantastic, and you're just a fantastic human being, and I'm in awe. I'm in awe of you.
Very humbling. Thank you. It was there. It just wasn't angled.
Yeah,
Yes.
it wasn't. It seems like it was.
This is so appropriate for parenting, though. I mean,
What's it say?
it says I haven't had my coffee yet, so don't make me welcome you to the shit show. So yeah, let me get some caffeine. Now I love that you put this in a book because this would have been a book I would have wanted to read going through this, 15-year span of life. Because I grew up with I give the respect that my parents probably did the best they could for what they had, where they was at in life, what, knowledge, all of that. I give that respect. But I also, in these later years of life, had to come to the terms that isn't, it wasn't a healthy upbringing. That isn't, that I didn't have exposure to the role models, and I had every example of where I never wanted my child to be or the type of parent I wanted to become. And through that journey, you really, that's a lot, especially like I at 18 was told I couldn't have a child. So when you said it, like that status quo, society and the norms and what is instilled in your brain from adolescent stuff is the home and the parents and the kids and the family, and what happens when that don't come and you're told that's not possible. And then we were raised in a generation that we weren't taught emotional regulation. You don't talk about it. It's spilled milk. Family business stays behind the doors. You hold it in. Things weren't addressed. So then I feel that our generation it's this middleman of battling we have to be the ones that you're either going to break the generational patterns or you're going to carry them on. Because we grew up with street lights telling us to go home, but being introduced to the internet. And our children will never know life before the internet. And just like Michelle said, I very much struggle with that balance because I fought against it, and it was, we can't fight against this shit. We have to go with it because it's here to stay and it ain't going nowhere. Because I can remember my dad picking up the phone to go make a call and it'd be like, and he yelling upstairs, get off the internet. I'm here, I am my LL. So it's, well, how do we evolve with it and adapt to it and flex with it? But I also definitely am like Joe, where it's so free flowing and free form because I don't talk to my child like a child. We talk like we're just humans to each other, and I respect her. I never invalidate her feelings. I always give her acknowledgement, but I also let her mess up and make mistakes. Go F up. I gave you my thoughts. I told you what I've done, but those are my life. That's me. You got to go live and learn, but you got to know that I'm going to always be there to pick you up. I don't want my kid to ever feel like, oh shit, I'm in trouble. I got to go high. Oh shit, I'm in trouble. I'm calling my mom. That is what I instill in her is I have to be your mom right now, but that's because we can be best friends later. You cannot like me today, but another thing is back to you and mentioning that you're 19. Our children's brains are not fully developed until they're 25 years old. Period. It is scientifically, medically proven, and that does not have anything to do with gender, race, nothing. Human brains develop at 25 years old. I believe we need to be steering away from this. Kids got to be graduated by 18. Get out of the house and go to school. They're not even got a fully developed brain. Why do you want to send them into a world to start making decisions that are going to affect them when that's when you should, those extra years you get to nourish and you get to teach them. Like my daughter's 12. I've never used physical discipline. The only thing getting hit taught me was how to handle pain physically and how to lie better and be sneaky and hide it because I didn't want to get physically hurt. They never taught me how to sit down and talk about what happened that was getting me that aspect to begin with. And that is where I tried to do little steps. of breaking molds and not following patterns and being better than what I have. Like, it's all disrespect to my mother. I never wanted her to be my mom. I would never choose her to be my mom. I said it to her face. I'll serve her another cease and desist. You are not a good human. How you treat humans is not okay. And I never, and to be who I am, it took me realizing really not okay things that my mother did to me. All I was doing was showing my daughter that these people can inflict this much emotional and mental pain. And I'm allowing it because of the term family. And all I'm showing you is that when you grow up, if somebody's your family, what you're watching me go through, like, you have to go through that. And I never wanted to do that. Like, you people don't know, with family estrangement, you don't just wake up and say, oh, let's just cut everybody off. Like, when I hear somebody is in family estrangement, I never encourage reconciliation because some people just don't get it. That ain't an option, and I ain't going back. I fought too hard to get away. I never offer reconciliation, and I always ask why. People like to blame it on the kids leaving the parents, but nobody really often asks the children, what did the parents do to them? Because it's just not discussed. But I'm leaving it. That's a lot to take in, but your book, I just want to say, like, for me, I feel like your book is part one. And I feel like, this is how you got, pushed you through it. I think your part two is the going through it, because I definitely wanted to hear the going through it.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you so much for those encouraging words. And you really said a lot, but we all have different parenting skills, but there's no wrong way. We're all learning. It's a process. And like somebody else said, there's no handbook that we could go buy unless teach us how to do this, because what worked for one parent may not work for somebody else. What worked for me and my child may not work for another family. So it's all about the learning and the growing and the getting through it. But we are all winners. Whichever way we do it, as long as we're doing our best. As long as it's our best, that's all we can do, and we're winning. Right, Annie? Is he still here with us?
Annie ain't never far away. He might be making
biscuits. And he's always here. Look,
yeah, he ain't far. He's making tea and eating biscuits, but he ain't never far.
Eating my peanuts. That's what I'm eating, right?
Oh, I'm not sharing. Not sharing.
No. I don't share my peanuts with anyone.
So I'm bringing up my book again. I'm putting the book back up, Annie, so we can all see it. It's coming.
See, Michelle has a point. I think Michelle has a
get
point,
it out there.
Michelle has a point, though, Vern. I think, this is a conversation, probably more than one conversation, because there is the specifics, the details that we might need that people can learn something from. Because people listen to us and they listen to real parents. I'm saying that's something special, right? We'll work out how to move forward, Michelle. Whether next time we'll come with a different topic, or whether we delve more into the parenting thing. There's so many things that I think that we could talk about, like chores. Linda, I think, has a very, a unique way. When do you start chores? And as Michelle just mentioned, kids are different, parents are different. I mean, there's so much to that we could talk about on parenting alone. So much. So I probably do all our 4 events on parenting if I wanted. So, but I'd love to know what Carla and Tori are thinking, because Tori's found the picture, which is snazzy picture. So Carla and Tori, what do you want to leave us with? Our time is nearly up. Do you care to speak, either of you? You're both muted, so if you're talking, you have to unmute first. I can't hear a word of it. I don't like people talking to themselves. I feel bad. I can't unmute you. Okay. You don't unmute. So the Michelle B, what's your take? What's your last word on the conversation? Unless you want to tell us something that we don't know yet, Vern. I don't know. Do you have something you want to share with us before we go? And I know you're a notes person. Those notes can't be blank, right?
I couldn't hear you. Go again. Go again.
We'll come to you, Michelle B. Then we'll come back to Laverne. I don't want Laverne to leave with her notes unsaid. Laverne, you have to say what's in your notes before we go. Otherwise, you'll be like, "Annie, I didn't say anything I wanted to say." But let's go to Michelle B. Then we'll come back to you. Go on, Michelle. What's your last?
Oh no! I mean, the only other notes that I had.
Yeah, go on.
The only other notes that I had, any were closing notes. So Michelle can go ahead.
Okay, then we'll come back to your closing notes. That's all right. That's cool. Michelle, the mic is yours.
Yay! All I've got to say is about teaching your kids like chores. Good luck, and don't pay them. Not unless there's a reason for it. But since I work split shifts, I can tell you this: my oldest son will do the dishes for his wife, and he's taught both of his little kids how to cook. My middle son, he will do the same thing for his wife. He will clean and everything, and my daughter will cook. Now, here's the thing: I didn't teach him any of that because they were at home alone while I was doing split shifts, and it was pretty much my oldest son Robert had to watch, the other two, and so it was more like, all right, I'll help you get a truck when it's that time, and we'll put money away for it and everything like that. But to be honest about the situation, they I feel I was a good mom. I don't care what anyone says. They did train themselves, and they're great kids, and that's all I got to say. Because you know what, we're gonna do fine, you guys.
We're so the latchy kids. Like we grew up. That's how we grew up. I'm telling you, like, be where a parent could stand on a porch and scream for you, and you made sure that you was within earshot distance to be getting back. Like we grew up. Like, here's breakfast. I'll see you when the street lights come on, and then yeah, we was raised in the streets, I guess.
I like that. No, you look. No, I think I echo Michelle B's points and yours as well. Look, we do our best. But, as long as the kids are alive and they have it. No, I suppose the question I think we haven't asked is, what's the point of parenting? I think maybe everyone here
brought them into this world.
Parenting. What are we trying to achieve?
You raising great kids. Kids don't ask to be brought into this world, folks.
Yeah. So for me, it's like it was always, what do you want to do? Who do you want to be? What do you want to do when you grow up? And I don't. For me personally, like, it's parenting is me being. I feel like this is the real school of life, hard knocks. I feel like I'm the student and my child is the teacher. Every day I'm learning, like, what my inner child never got. And for me, she's who she is, and I advocate fiercely to ensure she's not put in environments that make her conform to what they believe she should be. So for me, it's, who is she becoming? Like, who she is today, she definitely wasn't a year ago, and she won't be tomorrow. And so that's a parenting style that is very non-traditional, unorthodox, and not everybody gets that. Why I do what I do.
I get that. You can see it's a complicated picture. If you ask me, my aim of parenting is to create someone, an adult who has options. That's what I want to do. I don't. It's not about me being right, you being wrong. As long as you have an option, you give yourself options. I've done well. However we get there, that means some of that means education. It means teaching. Other times it means letting them learn from their mistakes. you know. But as long as you give yourself options, then my job is done. How we get there, it's neither
But
here
to
nor
be,
there.
I want to be like Lynn said, like she has raised amazing contributing members to society. Like that's a goal. You know what I mean? I think that should be any parent's goal. Your goal should be to be raising a contributing member to society. I don't care if it's the janitor or the CEO. I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care who you love. I don't care what. Are you a good human? I think that should be any, goal just to parent. Everybody has said it. There's no manual out like there's nothing going to tell you what you're going to face and how to get through.
I wonder what Dr. Amaka is going to share with us. See, she's the youngest one of us. I don't know how old Tori is. I don't know how old Carla
I didn't
is.
even see her come in. She's so brilliant.
How are you doing, Dr. Amaka? You have to unmute. The stage is yours.
Hey, Dr. Amaka.
Unmute first, please. Unmute.
You made it.
You're still muted. But that's walk back to her device to make sure that you can unmute. Dr. Amaka, when you come back, start talking. I'll bring you back up on stage. So let's now, Laverne, talk to us. What's your goal in parenting? I wonder.
Well, my goal in parenting is to make sure that I train. I call it training. I train my child. I train my son. I teach him the values. I teach him the things that he needs to know throughout his life, because I'm not always going to be here. And even if I'm still alive, I'm not always going to be this close to him for him to reach out and ask me, Mom, how do you do this? Or Mom, I'm teaching him the lessons that's going to carry him all the way through. And because at some point he's going to be a parent himself. So it starts with me, so I could develop him in a way that he's ready for when that time comes. I'm not rushing it, but eventually, as long as there's life, it's something that's going to happen. And I just need him to be ready. I need him to be ready. So I think that is my job. And as much as he's 19, I think it was Michelle who said it, as much as he's 19, he's not ready for the world yet. So my job is still
6
not
more
done.
years.
He still is with us.
6.
And so
what could you do? I don't mean to interrupt, but just think that 19, 6 more years of brain development, how much more could you, just instill into him? Like, that's massive.
Absolutely.
You're kinder than me, you know.
If he go out there now, he won't make it. He won't make it.
I left home at 16. You lot are too mollycoddling. I left home at 16. My 16th birthday, never went back. Never been back ever since, right? I'm saying, right. I survived, so but I know parents who never want their kids to ever leave home. I think that's lunacy, by the way. That's just crazy. That's let them go. They have to go and use the skills that we taught them, like the life will build for them.
Some do actually, Annie. Some can't wait.
Linda and Joni.
Annie, I said some can't wait for them to leave, though.
That's me.
Yes.
Go on, Linda, please. It's all yours. Save me.
I agree with what you said lastly, and I think it was Laverne as well, and Michelle. My husband and I, we raised our kids to be independent just because we wanted them to know how to do things, but not for the sole purpose. So you learn to be independent, to learn how to get things done for yourself, but also to provide and show others your kindness, your support, your empathy. No one is meant to be alone. So when we think back in my day, when I was growing up, the word independent, it kind of had a different meaning. Being independent means you push everyone away and just doing yourself and elbow everyone out. That's not the meaning, that's not the true meaning. So our kids are independent. They know how to get things done. But when they were younger and I gave one of them a cookie, they would ask, can I have two more? I'll give one to Christina and Josh. So there's that sharing. So they're good. And what Michelle said, to be a good contributing member of society. Absolutely. Teach others want to treat it as well. And so my kids know how to get things done. That's good. That doesn't define who they are. They're good, they're kind, they're helpful, they help others, they volunteer, they support, they have empathy. It's like a global child. I forget who it was that said that, but it turns out to be a good thing for me and for them to know how to get things done at a young age, broaden their horizons. And I forgot to mention, it's a bit funny, but the kind of music that I played for them when they were little, for a while, I played their baby music, whatever it was, Mozart, piano, and you can get them from the library. But later on, I played my music. I played classical music. I played Pavarotti. I played Tony Bennett. So they got to know the music from other artists as well. I wanted to know there's a different way of living. It's not just baby music. Appreciate everyone else and have an open mind and be receptive to your neighbors. Everyone is your neighbor. Everyone who's beside you is your neighbor. Love everybody. Be kind.
The
So
music thing,
that's me.
the
Thank you.
music there has me laughing because my kids get, I guess they're prisoners in my car, so they get to listen to my music. I'm not listening to yours. It's funny how I say my kids get to like our music. My wife does the same thing. Her music is from the 50s. I'm like, what the hell is that? Before I was born, so I don't know what it is. But my kids get to like all sorts of music these days. That's a funny one. There's another conversation there, I'm sure, right? Well, thank you so much, Linda. You're a superstar. Thank you for joining us. I don't know whether we lost Joni. I think we lost Joni somewhere. Tori, the reason
Yeah,
you're
but
very
she
quiet.
has to go.
Okay, okay. Carla had to go, Tori has to go. Don't know which one, but thank you so much. Anyone else want to add to the conversation before we go? Dr. Amaka, I failed to.
Yeah, I was going to say that Dr. Emma could get back up her computer.
It's not for lack of trying, Michelle. I'm
Yeah,
trying to get her to speak. No, I'm trying to get her on mute. I don't know. Maybe she's still traveling. Yeah. And I did send the link for speakers. Oh no. Okay. I'm just here for moral support. I can't talk. All right. No problem. At least that tells us. So that's fine. Dr. Amaka is fine. Okay.
Thanks for the support, Dr. Maka.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that. Everyone has come to share, especially Linda. Thank you so much. Everyone that's joined us in the audience, we appreciate you, Joni. I wish you had a chance to have your last word, but you've raised our conversation just by being here and for sharing with us, Joni. Thank you so much. So Miss Ramos, anything else you want to say before we go?
I just thank you for inviting me to join your conversation. It is, I think, a beautiful topic that is never discussed enough because it's one of immense diversity that can have so much more inclusion and understanding. And it's listening to how other parents, why is someone a parent the way that they are? Then I can teach my child, why a child might be a certain. It's just so this that you should don't stop writing. I can't wait for book 2.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you.
For sure. So Linda, I know you're on stage, but Linda says thank you, Laverne. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Laverne. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Right. I can do a drum roll as we wind up to your closing bit, Laverne. I don't know what you're gonna say, so I can't do a drum roll really. You can
I
better
mean,
than me.
nothing dramatic. It's just grateful for the conversation, grateful for the shares, grateful for everyone who took the time to come on stage with us, give us your perspective about parenthood, sharing and reminding us that everybody's journey is different. And so it's not about comparing and trying to be better than, but it's just getting through your journey. Your journey is your journey. The challenges you face may be yours, but they're challenges that you can overcome. So don't get discouraged. The struggles are here maybe today, but they won't always be here. Every step forward that you take is one step closer to achieving that goal. So we are all winners. We just got to keep fighting.
So even if you're late to the game, you still win, right,
You're
Laverne?
still a winner. You're still a winner. Absolutely. As long as you don't give up. That's the whole goal. You cannot give up. If you give up, you're out of the race. So you can't win a race if you're not in it. They may be up the hills to climb, the valleys is up and down, but you just have to maintain that mentality that I have to win. It's hard, but I'm gonna stick it out. Lean on your resources, whether friends, family, your spiritual partners, whoever they are. Call on God, He gives you the strength. You cannot do this parenthood, you cannot do it alone. It takes a village. So whoever it is in your village, lean on them as they help you to get through to the other side. Get through to your next.
Yeah, that's Laverne's motto from now on. Get through to the next, right? Now, Laverne, I tell
Yes.
you, what suddenly struck me. I wonder what's whether your service, your empowerment service, helps in this area. You see, I found true peace and maybe true joy and become a better parent when I found a sense of purpose.
Yes.
Almost like before I found a sense of purpose, I was literally an angry young man, not sure where I was going. The question to you is, how do you empower people to be better parents? Yeah.
So empowering someone is just allowing them to see and to use the resources that surround them. It's reminding them that there are training that they can take. There's educating themselves on the issues that they struggle with. It's a reminder that they don't have to do it alone. Because a lot of times we go through challenges and we feel isolated. We don't want to share it because we may be embarrassed. We feel like nobody else is going through this but us. So the empowerment comes in when you highlight that fact. You just let them know that I've been there. I've been where you are. And I felt the same way. But look at me now. So when you share your story, that's the story. That's the empowerment that they need. If she can do it, so can I.
Isn't that the truth, right? And that is the truth. Thank you so much. Thank you, Laverne. Thank you, everyone. To Adults Need Villages too. They do, Michelle. They do. Adults need to. They also need wellness. Wellness
Yes,
support.
absolutely.
It takes all of us to make everything work. But as I said on LinkedIn, my friends, that's what we're creating, right? A virtual village of but it's also a real village of real people. So, I say again, thank you, everyone, Linda, Tori, say Joni, everyone that shared today, Michelle B,
Yes.
and so Leah,
Carla
Sissy,
Hill.
Carla Hills, right? Everyone that's been here, I truly thank you all. So I can see your friends are on Facebook, Laverne. I don't know what you're going to do about them.
Okay.
Bring them to LinkedIn. Tell them
I can't see anybody. So.
I can see numbers. Numbers go up and down, but that's. I never had so many Facebook people in our event. So if you're on my YouTube, you know what to do. Like the video, subscribe, comment, and watch more videos and comment again and again and again. Be like Michelle Ramos and just keep my YouTube channel on in the background. So just let it play and then play next and next and next. I got enough videos to probably last you several years. So I say thank you, everyone. So we're back here again in a week's time, right? I can't see Facebook comments on here. No, I don't know why
Yes.
not. Jay says, have a great evening or day. It's midnight here, 1 o'clock in the morning, really. So
Thank you, Jay. Oh, Jay was able to join us. Thank you, Jay.
Yeah. Thanks, Jay. That's our strategist. Glad you're here. Well, thank you so much, everyone. So we're back here again, every Thursday. That's a plan that Laverne and I have. Like I said, now we're going to do 4 of these, then we're going to do the book launch. So please come along on book launch day to buy Laverne's book for, I think it's 99 cents. I could be wrong, because there's pictures in there, Laverne. Of course, the biggest one is the picture of your son, I think. So, there's pictures in there. So Amazon may say it has to be $1.99, but $1.99 is only a bit more, right? But let's all support this book to become a best-selling book. That's a plan. That's what we're trying to achieve. So, and so with your help, we'll definitely get there. So, thank you so much, everyone. Laverne, see, it wasn't that bad, was it, Laverne?
Thank you, everyone, for your support.
It was good, wasn't it?
Thank you.
Yourself,
Truly
Laverne.
appreciate you.
Excellent. My friends, have I saved my outgoing music? I think I have. Oh, I haven't saved it yet. Oh, no. Okay, I'll play the music that we started off with. But enjoy your night, enjoy your evening, and then thank you. Join us again next Thursday. I'll send the invite to all of you.
See you next week.
Yes, it might be a different topic. Might bring this whole, might be Victoria Gray. That's your real name. Excellent. I can find you on LinkedIn now, and thank you for being here as well. I'm going to do a post. Laverne, you have to go through the comments page, Laverne. The comments page and respond to all the comments.
What did you say, Annie?
You have to go to the comments page. Yeah, so the event page. You have to go through all the comments, respond to people, connect with people while you're there as well.
On LinkedIn? On LinkedIn?
Yeah. Yes. So connect with people on
there.
Yeah,
I will do that. Absolutely.
All those who've been on stage, connect with all of them if you're not connected already, and I get to meet them. They're all lovely people. I know all of them personally. So, apart from Tori and Carla.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much, everyone. Enjoy your night. So I'm going to end with our last music. Here goes. Bye.
Celebrate it with or without champagne or rum, but she's success with global.me.